what's up, everyone? August 8th, 2017, Tuesday, and the market is breaking out. That's what I like to hear. And so let's talk about my plays that I made. Over the weekend, like I mentioned, I just been reviewing my trading journal, my process, and my whole idea now is focus a lot more on my risk reward and just play off of that risk reward and just the process of trading. So let's talk about Momo. And Momo, I ended up taking it was a winning trade, but it was pretty much a scratch trade. And what I was looking for is that this one's double topping on the daily chart. And on the indicators, it was coming to an area where the indicators just didn't like it. So I was looking for the failed open or even a push to 47, 46.70. It gave me that push, but it just happened so fast. So once it started dropping, and then this big wick happened, I didn't get in once, it kissed the VWAP. And it was, let me talk about this because I got an entry like around here, 45.89. But what I screwed up was when I went into the trade, my risk was up to $47. So that's about $1 difference. And if I want a really good risk reward, I want this to at least drop down to 45. But I noticed that this was strong support here, 45.50. And then once it came and kissed this and, it got soaked by all the buyers here, it dropped. I just noticed that it was a bad trade. That's when I realized, you know what, I shouldn't even been on this trade for the first place. It would have been better if I would have gone up here like around 46.30 because my risk reward would probably be around 2 to 1. But even though it was a winning trade, it was a poor trade. I should not have taken this trade. I got in here 46.89. I think I got out here like around 45.60 once it bounced. So it was a 20-cent winner. Overall, it was a bad trade. I should not have been on this trade because the risk reward just wasn't there. Then let's talk about Best Buy. Best Buy, I was looking for a break. And I was actually looking at this for a bull flag. When I went in, it was bull flagging here early morning. It broke out. $62 area was holding. Then I ended up going here for a long. I had a really good risk reward because my stop loss was 61.50. My reward was at 63.40 or 63.50. I don't remember exactly. But I had definitely over 2 to 1. I mean, yeah, I was almost, I think it was more than 1 to 1. But anyways, that was a good risk reward. But then I noticed it was just starting to get heavy here. And I ended up getting out. Once it cracked 61.72, even though my stop loss was down here, 61.50, I just realized that my bull flag broke. It went red on the day. It failed its open. And even though it held here, it was, I'm pretty much stuck to my plan here. Best Buy. But let's talk about my winning. And, whew, damn. ESPR was playing very similar as FGen, and I was going to play them identical. Dipped down to $50 and then bounced. And FGen was actually my preferred candidate here, but then I noticed it was starting to get heavy. So I did not go in. I ended up going in with the ESPR. And given that I know it's a former runner too, and once it started holding here around the $50 area mark, all right, I was interrupted, but so this wick, as you can see, all the buyers came in and soaked it up, and they just pretty much pushed it back up. Came retest this area, it held. Came here, held. So I ended up going here like around 50 was my entry around this area because I noticed I was holding, and my price target was 55. So it came, touched this pre-market high there, this resistance there, got rejected. But I was very patient because my stop loss was 48. So still far away from my stop loss, even though it went red against me here for a couple minutes. And then it ended up grinding. And I think I screwed up because I ended up getting out early. I got out at 53.60, I think. I got out at this area, even though my profit target was 55. It did hit my profit target, so I'll be making a note of that on my trading journal. Even though it's a winning trade, it's still I did poorly on it because I should have just held through this. Even though my stop loss was all the way down to $48. So overall, a winning trade, but poor execution towards the exit. So that's that. And then the other plays that I'm in, I ended up taking this one long here, Nflx. Nflx, I even mentioned on Twitter because it was holding the strong support and on the daily it's holding the 9 EMA. I'm still swinging it on my small account. So I went in my trading account and I ended up going here around 180.11, I think was my entry. So I'm looking for this one to push higher. My profit target is at 182 area, around up here. My risk is 177.50, so I need to have a good risk reward here for this to be turn out to be a good play. I'm still holding other trades. Facebook, it's almost on my profit, or it actually hit my profit target. So I'll be getting out of this one shortly. 173. I'm in Google. Ooh, nice. I went in Google yesterday. Like I mentioned, PayPal, I went into yesterday. And then, which other one am I? Oh, pets. I mentioned it on Facebook, on Twitter because it was breaking out. It's starting to get heavy. So if it doesn't hold $48, 48.50, I'll be getting out. Other than that, let's focus on the process. Let's focus on the risk reward and not so much on the P&L. And that's an advice that I got from Peter Robbins. So I'll be taking that. Talk to you guys later.